If anybody want it, they can get it. I say it and I mean it. Man, I've been out here rhyming for a minute. I didn't have a penny, so I did this independent. The mumble rap fans always claiming they don't feel me, cause they a gimmick. But my lyrics are evidence of a conversation, a violation. These rappers who give us animation, contamination, the generation with limitation. I'm irritated, get motivated to start a nation and start racing.
Importance of you getting in the studio. What made you like feel like you needed to go ahead and get your own studio?
Well, for one thing, when I was coming up earlier in rap, from McIntyre all the way to Carver High, it was kind of hard to get into professional studios. Like, you had most people who was charging you $40 an hour, $60 an hour. So around the time, my grandmother, you know, that's who I grew up with, we didn't really have that kind of money to like keep staying consistent with it. And so what I would do is, I would like take the money that I did earn and I would like invest in small parts in the studio. Like, I started off rapping off an MP3 player. And from there forth on, I wanted to know how to be a studio engineer. So I just learned piece by piece. And one day I was in the 9th grade and I was looking up free studio software and I ran across a program called Audacity. And that was the first program that I ever worked with. And so then I used to use a PlayStation 3 microphone headset that came with the PlayStation. I plugged into Audacity, and that's how I very first started learning how to mix and master. And then I used to have an older cousin, Ramon. He used to be in this group called New Style ENT. Well, the New Style ENT was where they labeled, but the group was called 2H Boys, and I really used to look up to him a whole lot. And he taught me a lot of things, like how to mix and master. I could take my work to him and stuff like that. I mix it to him, and he used to be straight raw with me. He used to be like, man, nigga, that garbage, go ahead and get that on out of here. Like, that mixing is straight garbage. Shout out to Big Cuzzo though, but like, he used to be like, that mixing garbage. You say your song is good, your bars is good, your sound quality is terrible. So I take it back that night, bring it back to him, then he tell me, now your vocals is clear, but it's too much louder than the beat. I used to be like, come on, man, give me a break. At least I'm trying. But he used to always say, like, the verses was dope and the song was dope. And he said I had the potential to do it. So, like, as years went by and I started to progress, and then I learned how to work reverb, probably learned how to do a little bit too much of it. It used to sound like I was rapping in the hallway somewhere. Like, it just used to be too much echo. Then, like, when I got the call, I started passing out my CD. My first official mixtape I did was Raw in the Attic. And stuff like that. And I used to pass them in the hallways a whole bunch of after call, when I went to Job Corps, by then I knew how to record professionally. Like, I had mastered Audacity, I mastered Mixcraft, and then not only that, I had another brother, his name was Wooly. He was like a real brother to me. He used to work off Cool Edit Pro and Mixcraft, and he taught me a lot of stuff that I know today. He taught me how to mix and master too. But he taught me more on like a physical level. My cousin would tell me what to do, because he would never could physically show me what to do, but he would tell me. But when my brother came along, he physically showed me how to do it. And so when he physically showed me how to do it, it was game over. So I took the knowledge he gave to me and I put it in other programs. That's why I'm able to work Pro Tools now, because like I came to realization that every program is the same. It just kind of works different. But the dial on Pro Tools is just so clear, to the point where I feel like this is like my #1 standpoint now. If it ain't Pro Tools, then it's Studio One. But if I ever had to go back to it, it'll be Mixcraft or Audacity, because them I know for sure that I can freak those. That's why I feel like I had to get my own studio, because price was too high. Like, it was too high. And I can respect, that, because everybody gotta make a living. Everybody gotta make a living. When them prices was too high, like $60 an hour, or if I record someone and you got mixing, you know what I mean, it's $40 per hour mixing. I just ain't had time for that. So like, and by me wanting to be independent, I figured you might well start knowing how to work this stuff right here. Save a whole lot of money, and I can also make some money. That's why when I started opening up my studio, I started doing like $10 per song and stuff, because I know how I feel when you ain't got no money to go to a real studio. So instead of me trying to bust somebody's head and stuff like that, I just decided to just be generous on that part, $10 per song and stuff. Eventually I will raise the price, but even when I do, it ain't gonna be nothing outrageous.
Right. So like, what's a vibe when you do, how you motivate yourself to just come in the studio and just work all day? Like, do you have, like, what's your vibe to it? Do you have somebody that you think about that's past? Somebody living? Who you think about that you need to do it for?
Every day when I come up here, I think about my cousin, Lil Tony. Every day when I come here. And the reason why I think about him, because he was like one of my #1 supporters. Every day when I came home from college, I go over there to Avenue Wheel. He'd be sitting right there when I come right in the kitchen. Every time I come there, he'd be like, hey, nigga, hey, I know you done wrote something new. Let me hear it. I sit there, I rap my verse for him. He used to always tell me that it was tight. And he also like influenced me to be more myself while I was rapping and this, that, and the third. Because at first, I always been like wanting to be the lyrical rapper. But it's like I also wanted to fit in some type of way. So I started rapping about like the stuff they was rapping about, but just doing it my way. And he was like, man, you ain't gotta be like that. You can take another rap with it. You know, you can just be yourself and stuff. You can be lyrical all day long, but your music means more when people believe you and they actually can feel you. And he had a point. So when I started being more myself, speaking more about my life and what I was going through and stuff like that, and that's why I'm so honest in my music now. It's like when I rap now, like the only thing I really do know how to do is tell the truth. That's all I really know how to do. And I gotta give big props to him for that. But if it wasn't for him having that talk with me, I'd probably still be trying to find my way around it on what I need to do. And so I think about him every time when I hop in that booth. Like even when I'm writing, like just keep it real with yourself. You keep it real to people, they're gonna keep it real back with you.
Yep.
And so I just think about him every time when I do the booth. That's why my music sounds the way it sounds. But not only do I think about him and stuff, I think about my stepmom, Nick, I think about her too. I think about my grandmother Ann, my uncle Emil, everybody who I lost, they become part of me, and I feel like I gotta go harder for them.
Okay. So VIP, right, or
The Lyrical Poet VIP.
the Lyrical Poet VIP. So what made you bring that whole name out like that? Like,
Well, at first it just used to be VIP at first, but then when I did my very first mixtape, Raw in the Attic, it was just strictly VIP. But what made me come on the Lyrical Poet part, because I always been a poetry writer.
right.
And one day I was on YouTube and I seen plenty of other rappers named VIP. Like I ain't know that many people had the name, but like not that many people had a lyrical poet by the name. And I used to get people who'd be like, man, nigga, that name is so long. Why you gonna pick a long name like that? Because it separates me from everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different. And then when you put lyrical poet in front of it, it make people look at it different. It kind of specify what my music is. When they see the lyrical poet on it, they're gonna be like, oh, he's a poet. I really want to see what he's talking about for him to be calling himself a poet. And people look at it in a whole nother different direction. Because usually when people just see a name, like imagine them just seeing VIP by themselves, they probably gonna think of a whole nother atmosphere, VIP in the club. First thing they gonna come to their mind is money, balling, dope, you know what I'm saying? Like the typical stuff. So that's why I had to put that lyrical poet in front of it to let people know what I am as an individual.
Okay, so now these one of my favorite. This one of my favorite songs. I believe your fans want to hear it too. What's the meaning about the song "Man in the Mirror"? What's the meaning of that?
Oh man, okay. That song right there was basically me. When I wrote that song, I was in a very, very dark place. I was in a very dark place. And I had to get straightened out with myself, because for a while it felt like it was just me, myself, and I. And so when I wrote that song, I ain't gonna lie to you, when I wrote that song, I was homeless. I ain't had nowhere to live. I had just got kicked out of my grandma's house. My grandfather had just kicked me out. And I was staying with a friend for a while. And then she kicked us out. So I was homeless, nowhere to go, you know, stealing out grocery stores, the whole 9 yards, doing what I could do to survive. And so one day, it was one night, I was in Sherwood apartments and stuff like that. I was sleeping in an abandoned apartment. And the words just started coming to me. Like, it just came to my brain. Like, sit down for a minute, let me take my time to talk to you. You ain't going crazy, this your inner conscious talking, fool. You want to talk about your life and where you're heading. I hate the secondary, but your life and living reckless. I know you started stressing, but think about your blessing. Before you start the question, just listen to the message. I'm very disappointed with the life that you've been living. Know that granted race you better, but it's like you better listen. And like, when the words, when I was writing them, it's like I literally heard my inner thoughts speaking to me as I was writing it. Like, I believe that's one of the quickest songs that I ever wrote in my whole career. Like, I believe I wrote that in like 10 minutes, hook and all. Because like, when I got to that paper, I just couldn't stop. I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop. And by that time, I had already ran into Dr. Mac. By blessing the God, I ran to Dr. Mac. And me and him was doing music together. And I let him hear that song. And when he heard it, he was like, that's a song right there that's going to give you a lot of motivation, a lot of other people motivation. And I think that was God sending that to me to let me know in the type of way that what was going on, everything was going to be okay. Which I always knew everything was going to be okay. I just didn't know when. I didn't know when it was going to get better. I didn't know when it was going to be my time to come up. I didn't know none of that.
Right.
So basically, me behind me in the mirror is that no matter how bad things get, I always keep yourself in line, keep yourself in check, but I always keep God first, though. That's the only way you can survive in this world.
So, I see you dropped your new project.
Right.
Can you see the mixtape cover? So, and tell them where is it?
V.I.P 2020 EP. You know, you can get this. You can get it on Dat Piff, Spinrilla, my mixtapes, SoundCloud, and you can also buy a copy from me out my hand right now if you see me anywhere. DCT Records, that's my record label.
Right.
It's showing straight up independence. And it has 6 tracks on it. It's an EP. No, it's on sale for $3. Here's a CD right here with all my information.
Okay.
And make sure y'all go to Atlanta Disc. They'll do a great job with your CD. Atlanta Disc. My homie V.I.P, he uses the same company, Atlanta Disc. They're some good folks. But like you won't be disappointed.
I got 3 more questions for you. So, do you have anything else coming out pretty soon, or you gonna wait for a minute?
I'm working on the project right now. Matter of fact, it's called Poetic Bars Volume 2. The Cry Is Heard. Okay. And I'm working on another EP, but except that one's gonna have 8. I'm making like a whole series about it, and basically, it's gonna pick up with this one left off. Like it's a King Dreams Part 2, it's a Legendary Part 2, you know, and stuff like that. And I really think the fans are gonna like it because I can't do nothing from here but grow. I can't stay in the same spot. All I can do right now is just grow.
So what about? Is you gonna do any features and anything like that with artists in Montgomery? I'm
gonna start doing features in the near future. Right now, I got a whole bunch of features on my sleeve though, with a whole bunch of unreleased material. Like I got a track with V.I.P that we finna get on. Me and Dr. Mac, we got some stuff that we gonna work on. Like me and Mac, we already got a song together. It's out there, but it just ain't really been pushed. But we got another track that we're working on also. I got projects coming with King T. Now hopefully in the future I can do a project with Neil T. And stuff. He a great rapper too.
I heard of him.
Yeah, he real good.
Yeah.
And then I also want to work with him besides V.I.P, like I really want to do a whole album with V.I.P for real. Yeah. Like I brought that to his attention, but you know we got other things going on, but in the future we'll work through it. But other than that, other artists, like I'm thinking about CEO the Kid, you know what I'm saying? I want to work with him. I want to work with MGP Booney. It's another cat too who pretty good and stuff. I got a lot of faith in him. His name MGP Goon. Make sure y'all go check him out, Audio Mac. And then we also got Wise Guy over there on the west side from my old hood. You know, I want to work with him too. Him and Zoop and stuff. They got some pretty good tracks that I want to hop on with them too. And like it's just a whole bunch of people that I want to work with for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go loud with Cassidy real soon, the Hustler and stuff like, and that's like one of my dreams right there. I never thought I'd see a day when I'd be doing a song with Cass. Like that's a major accomplishment for me and stuff. Like I grew up studying his bars, listening to his bars, and now the fact that I get to do a track with him is just, it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing.
Okay. And we're gonna step out of music for a minute. So, how you feel about the coronavirus going around now?
I feel like, first of all, it's a sad situation because I feel like this. I feel like it's also God's way. I ain't saying He brought it here. I ain't saying He caused it. But I feel like it's also God's way for us to call on Him, to lean on Him. Because everybody forgot about Him. I think this is the time where people need to put their faith towards more of the Lord instead of just putting their faith in man. But it's a messed up situation because a lot of people is out of work. A lot of people don't have money. A lot of people don't have food. A lot of people don't have a lot of stuff just because of this virus and things. And yeah, they sent the stimulus check now, but but at the same time, it's like a lot of people still ain't got the check yet.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of people that still need money, you know what I'm saying? So like, instead of just taking away from people who owe this and owe that and stuff, I feel like everybody in mama should check whether like they working or not. Because at the end of the day, everybody need it. Because even people who are working, they hours getting cut because of it. Because they can only have a certain amount of people in each spot.
Right.
So I feel like something really should be done about it. But I feel like what we need to do the most is just pray.
Pray.
The key word which everybody forgot. And I got a track speaking about that called Jehovah. And stuff, that's the name that everybody need to call on and stuff like that. And so like, you know, you can check that out. That's on Spotify and YouTube too and stuff like that. Where I say the whole world is a panic mode. But when you're gonna see the God's in control, I just hope when I die, I see the streets of gold. Corona make it take my life, but they can't take my soul. Mm-hmm. Evolution try to show me God does not exist. But here's a message to the atheists and scientists. They say it's balance in the world. We can't even see it and we can't even touch it. But these people believe it. You feel me? So like, but yeah, that's how I feel about that situation now. But I hope when all this is over, people can get their jobs back and things can go back to normal and stuff. But just don't forget like who have to pull through it.
And so what's your social network sites, like your YouTube, your Facebook, Instagram, even if you have Twitter? What can they find you at?
My Twitter is V.I.P McDonald. My Instagram is Mr. Southernmatic. My Facebook is Lyrical V.I.P. or Canary Sean McDonald. You can send me a regular friend request to my regular page. I don't really get on Snapchat for real like that, but I have one, the Lyrical V.I.P. Just type it in, I'll pop it on there too. But then my social networks, I have a music account on Spotify. I also have singles available on iTunes. All you gotta do is type my name in iTunes, Google Play, things of that nature, or you can Google my name. And
so what do you type in, the whole rap name, or?
Yeah, you can type in the whole rap name basically, but you ain't gotta be all fancy with it. You can just type in the Lyrical Poet, and most of my stuff will pop up anyway. Okay. As soon as you see that.
And do you charge for features?
As of right now, not really. I really don't, because right now I'm all about helping. I'm all about helping. You know, I'm trying to get off the ground just like the way the next artists are and stuff. And there's a lot of people like when I'm going to school look up to me and stuff like that. So I'm not really charging for features right now. Maybe later on in the future, when the record label and stuff get bigger and it's on a high plateau, yes, but like I said, I'm not gonna bust people head for features. Cause I know it's that like, I'm not gonna be outrageous and be like, 5 bands for a feature and stuff like, come on man. But you know, but soon later on in the future, but as of right now, I wouldn't hop on anybody's song who want me on it or anything just to help an artist out. That's what I'm about right now. I'm about networking and building. So, and that's something that Montgomery needs, and we need to network and build. Instead of trying to be in competition with each other 24/7, then just network and build, and we can get this money together. That's what I'm looking at.
Alright, we're running out of time. So, tell your fans, the people that love you, you got more music on the way. We got more everything on the way. You in the booth working every day.
Yeah.
As you see, you got this
I'm energetic and poetic, don't you never forget it. I'm energetic and poetic, don't you never forget it. I'm energetic and poetic, don't you never forget it. All my bars at the ramp, ain't nobody gon' check. I'm energetic and poetic, don't you never forget it. I'm energetic and poetic, don't you never forget it. I'm energetic and poetic, don't you never forget it.